Okay, I'm back with part two. So what I did while I was off camera was I cut the covers and the inside, as well as trimmed all the papers, the edges off the papers. So I've got that done. I didn't show you, but I forgot and went and did the inside. When I folded it in half, I realized I forgot to shorten it. Like, I wanted it 6 across and it was 7.5. So all I did was I put it on my scoreboard and I scored it to the 6, folded it inside, and I'll show you, it will show. I just have to get up nice and close. So you see how the corner is mitered a little bit? So after I folded it back, I scored it and burnished it really, really well. I cut the edges on an angle so that they wouldn't, stick out this way. So it's nice and hidden. Looks okay. I'm happy with that. So I have gone ahead and decoupaged the inside, and so I'm getting ready to do the outside. But before that, I wanted to show you, I've decided on a couple of things. I'm going to use this Martha Stewart punch, probably on the pages. It's a corner punch, but it's also a punch around, I think they're called, where you can actually make a mat with the same pattern all the way around it. I'm probably not going to do that with this one, but I did pull this one out. I might use this one. I don't like this one as a corner. It sticks up just a little bit too much for my taste, but it makes a really pretty mat. So I might use that in my book when I get going. So sometimes I'll pull things out, I had this idea, it just totally hit me, and I know what I want to do with the cover now. So, so the other thing was, this particular kit didn't come with any ephemera at all. It just came with the pages, but I really love them. So I went into, is it called PZAP? I think it's called that. It'll be linked below. And all it is, it's a free program. Anybody can use it. It works for Mac as well. And you can just manipulate things. I go into the collage and then I choose the layout that I want to do. So this was one layout that I chose. And all I did was, kind of put the pictures where I wanted them. And then they just print out like that. And so I cut them apart. I plan on making tags. Oh, sorry, that's upside down. I plan on making tags with this one and this one because it's not covering, like I wouldn't be cutting anything off. But this one I don't want to cut the beautiful, so I might use this as a tuck spot. I did print out this from Karen, who it's from the Vintage. That'll be linked below too. Her kit's gorgeous. You've seen my book that I've done. Well, one of the background papers was a lined paper. So I've done one, and I wanted to show you the difference because here, no, it's not that one. Don't know if I have anything printed that I can actually show you the difference, but I'll explain the difference. If I have the Canon now, I think it's called MX264. I don't remember. That'll be linked as well. And it gives you a setting where you can print on auto. If you print on auto, it will print lighter. So it's almost like fading out your background, which is great because you save on ink. So when I'm doing the lined backgrounds, that's perfect for me because I don't need it super dark. It's just, to give you kind of a bit of a line. So I cut this one out and I will be, adhering them with my Yes paste onto the back of these big tags, as well as, other things that I come across. And then I also manipulated, they had this one where there were 2 little side-by-side ones and then 2 bigger ones. So you got all of those on one page, 2 of these and 2 of these. So I just manipulated them. And now this one, you're going to laugh because I did the lines the wrong way. So you have to turn it there to journal it. But who cares? So I did that one and that one, and I did, you know, put another picture on the back. And then I did these ones are so cute, so I just did little ones. These are printed actually the right way. That one with the little bees on it, and then that one, and yeah, I put the same image. Did I do that up? No, that's upside down to you. Okay, so hang on. That's the front, and there's the back. This is really tough doing things upside down, I'm telling you. And then there's the other one that I did with the butterflies on the back. So they're going to be cute little journaling things. I may do stuff later, I'm not sure, but that's kind of what I came up with while I was having lunch off camera. Okay, so I'm going to show you, obviously I've inked it. Now I ink, when I'm going to use any kind of medium to stick things down, I will ink with archival ink because it isn't water reactive. If you don't care if your ink smears, then, you know, use whatever you have. It also will stick to, like, if I, you know, get it where I don't want it, the ink will cover it, sorta. It's not as dark like you can see here, but it does give sort of an aged look. So if you get sort of, you know, your stuff along the edge here and then you go to ink over it, it's not going to be nice and solid, but I personally like that. It makes it look old. So I like it. Anyway, I'm doing this upside down to you. So I'm using the decoupage to adhere these. And there is a right and a wrong for me. This is the front of the book. So I have one of the papers I want on the front. Has a little bit more printing on it. I don't know. I just kind of like it. So I just go ahead and slap that on there. I'm not terribly picky about this. If you don't quite, you know, like if you find your edge is lifting a little, which I almost 100% always have that. I've tried different ways. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's not a big deal because I go back with the glue and just tuck my brush under it and you're good to go. Okay, so that's good enough. And then this is the one I want on the front. So now I want to line it up on the outside edge for me because I do know that it is cut pretty close on the edge part. It's not too bad on the top and bottom. But I want to keep it away from my spine. I don't want the extra paper there. So then I just go ahead and smooth it down a little bit so that it grabs it a little and doesn't move on you. And I do two methods, and I always have a paper towel handy. So I'll do it first with my brayer. And I've had a lot of questions on my brayer. It is a 3.5 inch brayer. I have two. I have one that's nice for my jelly plate, and then this one that I just use for adhesives. That's all I use it for. And I'll wipe off excess, you know, that squishes out as I go. So this is the first thing I do, is just sort of get it somewhat flat. But you can see the difference that the gesso makes. There's hardly any wrinkling at all. And I didn't gesso the inside. You don't need to. It's not necessary. Okay, then I'll just run my paper towel over the edges to sop up anything I missed. And then I like to take my bone folder. See, it squishes out quite a bit. Because you don't want it like bubbly. I just dropped my... Ew. Yuck. Paintbrush fell right in there. This is one thing about crafting that I really don't enjoy. I don't know. There's not too much I don't enjoy about crafting, but this is one of them. I hate the sticky gluey on my fingers. I don't like it. And because I have an extra ridge on the edge I want to make sure that my glue is right up. So it's not going to create a pocket of air in here. This is pretty paper, huh? It is Prima. I didn't even know I owned it. But, you know, that's what I said. I have a lot of stuff and I really need to use it. This little spot, though, on the paper bugs me. But it's probably going to get covered up. Okay, that's that side. And now I have to remember that that goes that way. Okay. Oh, I got a big icky lump. Ooh, I hate those. Oh, I don't want to pick it up with my fingers. Eewee. What a girl. Oh, gross. Yuck. Okay. Okay, let's do some of this. Now, just want to make sure I'm totally on camera. Oh, I'm heading away from you. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I'm just going to lift that so I can wipe some of that up. Okay. Now, is that the right side? Yes, it is. Okay, so I try and line it up to this one. You know, sometimes I don't cut 100% straight, so it's not perfect, but that looks pretty good to me. And again, I'm just squishing it down. Now, I do want to rub this because I'm seeing some lifting a little on the other one. Okay. That's good. I need a new paper towel. That one's icky. All right. Now, I hope this isn't too boring for you guys. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now, the thing is, I cannot go any further than this because this needs to really dry, and I'm going to dry it flat. I'll probably put some heavy books on it to make sure that it stays nice and flat. That's actually turning out really nice. I love the inside color. Okay, so my plan is I want to find some sort of an image of a butterfly. That's going to go on there. And then I'm going to do some stenciling with, I think I'm going to use the transparent gel stuff from Rangers. just to give a little bit of shimmer. I might do spots of spray first, like, intense, and then put a stencil over it in the clear. I got these things going on in my head. So I can't do that now. So we'll stop it here. And when I come back, it'll be episode 3, and we'll work on the cover. Thanks for watching. Bye.